Viewer discretion is advised. The following documentary contains discussions of violent crime, death, and disturbing events that some viewers may find upsetting. All information presented is based on publicly available reporting, court records, and investigative sources. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Breaking news for you. In the last few moments, the body cam footage from the police in the Henry Nowak murder has been released. Now, we are going to play that for you shortly. A warning, it is unbelievably distressing.
That's simple, though, is it? Because Nigel Farage issued a statement on camera calling for people to respond with pure, cold rage. That's incitement, isn't it?
Did you watch the body cam footage, Kathy?
I did watch the body cam footage, and I also watched Nigel
and what
Farage's
emotions did you feel? Kathy, what emotion did you feel having watched it?
I'm asking you whether that's incitement.
With respect, I'm asking you what emotion you feel having watched
but
the body
I'm
cam
conducting this interview, so
Henry
I'm
Nowak,
asking you. I'm asking
of Henry Nowak
if
being
that
read
is
his
incitement.
rights, having been arrested, Kathy.
The first footage we see of Henry Nowak is at 8:30 p.m, entering a lift in his student halls on his way to meet his football team. Just after 9 p.m, Henry and his friends make a stop at an off-licence. Later, a CCTV camera captures him briefly going into the Hobbit pub. In court, the judge said he had had some alcohol but wasn't drunk. Henry decided to head home after 11 p.m. He was on his Snapchat sending messages and videos to his friends. Henry's journey home took him to a junction close to where his killer, Vikram Digwar, parked his car. Digwar was carrying two knives, a ceremonial knife and a larger blade. As they passed each other, the court was shown footage Henry filmed on his phone. "Are you a bad man?" he asked. Digwar replied, "I am a bad man," and grabbed Henry's phone. What exactly happened next is something only Digwar knows. But the judge said it is likely that Henry tried to get his phone back and then was stabbed by Digwar with the larger blade.
Good morning. It's a moment to take a long, hard look at ourselves as a country and what we've become. The murder of 18-year-old student Henry Nowak was bad enough of itself, but compounded in the most extraordinary way by the behaviour of the police officers. Many of us have asked for the footage to be released, and finally, last night it was. Let me show you just 30 seconds of what happened on that fateful evening in Southampton.
Is an absolute day of shame, I have to say, for that particular police force, now that the body cam footage has been released.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, a little bruise. Got this, Dad.
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we? Oh.
I can't breathe.
Grab his other arm.
You actually hear the young man saying, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe." Oh, that would be the same words as George Floyd in the US some years ago. And what happened then? Well, we had the future Prime Minister taking the knee, we had football players taking the knee. Do you think we'll see the same for this young white boy?
Whose pain was made all the worse by the police wrongly handcuffing Henry, believing the lies of the violent murderer.
Sentence for the following reason. His age, he was just 23 years old at the time of the murder, which legally requires a lower starting assessment. For sentences, previous good character. He'd had 0 prior criminal convictions or warnings on his record. Lack of premeditation.
December 2025. An 18-year-old university student was walking home after a night out with friends. Within minutes, he would be fighting for his life. But what happened next would shock Britain. As he lay dying on a Southampton street, he repeatedly told police he had been stabbed. He said he couldn't breathe, yet officers believed he was the aggressor. By the time the truth emerged, Henry Nowak was dead, and a nation was demanding answers.
Got this, Dad.
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we? Oh.
I was in bed asleep. Whenever you find me up there, left, I was attacked. I can't breathe.
Grab his other arm.
Help.
What's happened to you, alright? Been stabbed. You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate.
Henry Nowak was 18 years old, a first-year student studying accountancy and finance at the University of Southampton. Friends and family described him as intelligent, talented, and kind. Like thousands of students across Britain, he had recently left home to begin a new chapter of his life. His future appeared bright. But on the night of December 3rd, 2025, everything changed.
Police emergency.
Yeah, we just been attacked by someone racially. Yeah, this. Right. He just attacked it, took his starter. Sorry? Huh? Sorry, we just got attacked racially by some white person.
Right, okay. Whereabouts are you?
We're on Belmont Road.
Just out in the street, are you?
Sorry?
You're just in the street?
Yeah, literally, I just parked up my car to come home and he's attacked my brother.
Are you talking about verbally or physically?
No, he physically attacked my brother. We're Sikhs, we wear turban and he's just attacked my brother.
Have any weapons been involved?
No. No.
Okay,
Leave him 1 second. I'm calling the police. Leave him. We'll restrain him, please. Sorry? Sorry, what was that?
Right, okay. Is that person still there?
Yeah, we're restraining him right now because he's just attacked my brother and took my brother's turban off.
Hold on.
Can we have someone out here, please, ASAP?
Yeah, you can. Tell me a number you're outside of, can you?
No, so Belmont Road down the police station. Pardon?
Okay, I've got you. Bear with me.
Okay.
After a night out with friends, Henry was walking home through Southampton. At around 11:30 p.m., he crossed paths with 23-year-old Vikram Digwa. What happened in the moments that followed would later become the focus of a murder trial. The court heard that Digwa stabbed Henry multiple times with a knife. One wound penetrated his chest and caused catastrophic internal bleeding. That injury would ultimately prove fatal. But the tragedy was only beginning.
And he's also recorded some as well on his phone. So can we please have the police out here urgently?
Yeah. Listen, I'll get someone there straight away. It's not going to delay anything now. Just bear with me. I need some details, okay? So just answer some questions.
He's verbally attacked my brother racially. He's attacked my brother and took his turban off. Then he's recorded it on his phone thinking he was going to do something. So I need someone here ASAP, please.
I
we're restraining him, so I'm not letting him. I can't let him go until this gets sorted. I'm not being racially attacked and letting this get away with it.
Okay, listen. What's your name?
Gurpreet Digwa.
And your date of birth,
Gulf uniform.
Okay, I've got you on the system.
When police arrived, they were confronted with a confusing and chaotic scene. According to evidence later examined in court, officers initially received information suggesting Digwa had been the victim of an assault. The court later heard those claims were false. As officers tried to understand what had happened, Henry repeatedly insisted he had been stabbed. He told officers he was struggling to breathe, yet he was placed in handcuffs while the situation was being assessed.
This is Vikram Digwa, the killer, on the night he stabbed Henry Nowak multiple times. Police released this body cam footage. 4 other people can be seen while Henry is on the floor.
He keeps dropping side to side, so I'm just trying to keep him set up.
Right.
He's got a mouthful of blood, I don't want him.
A discussion takes place between police and bystanders before police ask Henry.
What's your name, mate?
Henry attempts to respond. Then, the police officer says,
Has anyone been hurt other than him?
At this point, Digwa steps in, saying he's the victim.
He took my turban off, started grabbing my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, a little bruise.
All right, just step back a little bit for me.
This is the first time we can clearly hear Henry say he's been stabbed in the footage, 49 seconds in. Then we see blue lights flashing as more responders arrive.
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we?
Police pull him along the ground.
Grab his other arm. What's happened to you, right?
This is the fourth time in the footage we hear Henry say he's been stabbed, 1 minute, 11 seconds after it begins.
You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate.
We've muted the audio here because it's distressing. Henry groans as police pull his hands behind his back and handcuff him. In this section of the video, Henry repeatedly says he can't breathe.
Saying he's been stabbed, so
Where
let's
is it
just
you
check
think you've
him.
been stabbed?
1 minute, 48 seconds in, a police officer lifts up the side of Henry's top, but goes no further. Then we can hear someone say he hasn't been stabbed.
In the face? Oh no, but we have to check, don't we?
No.
In the face?
Then, with police surrounding him, Henry says, "Please, brother, I can't breathe." In total, we've clearly heard Henry say he can't breathe 7 times. Police officers say Henry is under arrest and read him his rights. 2 minutes, 48 seconds after the footage begins, police call for an ambulance.
As investigators pieced together the evidence, a very different picture emerged. Witness statements, video evidence, forensic findings, and conversations recorded after the incident. According to prosecutors, the evidence contradicted claims that Henry had launched a racist attack. During the trial, the jury rejected Digwa's account. He was convicted of murder. The court heard that Henry had suffered devastating internal injuries. His death was caused by a fatal stab wound to the chest.
I'm not having this as a regular occurrence. I live here. I'm not having this as a regular occurrence.
That's fine, I agree. Just bear with me and let me get it sent over. Control desk so we can get someone on their way, okay?
Thank you.
In May 2026, a jury found Vikram Digwa guilty of murder. He was later sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 21 years. The court also heard evidence that members of Digwa's family had become involved after the attack. His mother was convicted of assisting an offender after removing the knife used in the killing. For Henry's family, no sentence could undo what had happened. An 18-year-old with his entire future ahead of him was gone forever.
He ain't fighting people, he's racially attacking people, that's what he's doing. Nah, he sees some brown people, that's what it was.
Has your brother got any injuries? I know they pulled his turban off.
We don't need no apologies, we're waiting for the police to come, they're on their way.
Peppery, just
Yes.
talk to me.
Yes.
Has your brother
Yes.
got any injuries or have you got any injuries?
I haven't, because I've just come back to my brother. My brother's had his hair pulled and stuff. The guy has fallen over because he looks like he's drunk, and he's fallen over and he's hurt his face. He also recorded my brother when he was about to attack my brother. So I want this, please, to be sorted. We've just come back from town, parked up to go home, and this is what's happened.
All right. Just stay calm. We'll get officers on the way, all right?
Yeah. I haven't got any footballs. No, I've called the police. The police are on their way.
The murder conviction did not end public debate. Attention increasingly turned toward the actions of police officers at the scene. Hampshire police publicly apologized that Henry had been handcuffed before the full circumstances became clear. The force referred itself to the Independent Office for Police Conduct. Questions about the police response continue to be examined separately from the murder case. The case triggered intense discussion across Britain. Many people focused not only on the murder itself, but on whether opportunities had been missed during the emergency response.
Police are on their way. Leave it, 2 minutes, the police are on their way. I haven't got any water on me, how can I give him water? I haven't got any in the car. Hey, is anyone on their way, sorry?
Yeah, we're on the way. Okay, just bear with me and I'll tell you where we are. What did he say? Do you know?
Vic, what did he say to you when he attacked you? Yeah. Yeah, and then what happened? Then what happened?
Then he barged into me. I'm like, look, bro, what are you doing? You're drunk.
So my brother said he'd come back to the car to grab my stuff, my food from the car, and he's then come to my brother, stumbled into my brother in a drunk rage. Yo, Vic, what did he say to you? What did he say to you?
Oh, who do you think you are? I was like, look, bro, you're drunk, carry on, walk on. Then I was like, he goes, oh, who do you think I'm a bad man? I was like, bro, look, I'm a bad man. I'm speaking to you.
Godfrey, what did he say? Was he racially abusive?
The police need a report, come here. Yeah, he was. So basically, he stumbled into my brother.
Yeah.
So he do you want to speak to my brother?
No, you carry on. He stumbled into him, and then what did he do?
Okay. So he stumbled into you, and then what?
Yeah, so he's walked into me, stumbled, he's drunk. I've clearly said to him, look, yeah, look, mate, you're drunk, carry on about your day, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Right?
So basically, my brother said he stumbled into my brother brother's ignored it and said, look, carry on with the day, and then what?
Then he goes to me, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
He goes, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to my brother? And then what?
And then he goes, oh, you're this, you're that, who do you think you're a bad man? I was like, yeah, I'm a bad man. What? Then he starts recording me.
Right.
As he's recording me, I snatched his phone. He's then laid a punch onto me. He's pushed me back and my turban's come off. He started then grabbing my head, so I then grabbed him and then he started pushing me, attacking me even further and everything like that.
He's racially attacked my brother. And as a result of that...
Sorry, when he said he said this and he said that, what did he specifically say?
So he said to my brother, you're whatever, like, obviously, racial... Vikram! Sorry, let me just ask him. Vic, did he racially say anything to you?
Huh?
Did he racially say anything to you? He called him a...
Okay. That's what I needed to know.
Thank you. So he's called him a... He's F-Y'd and he's sworn at him, F, Y, and Z. He's grabbed my brother, pushed him, and my brother's turban has fallen off. Then he's grabbed my brother's hair and started yanking his hair. Obviously, Sikhs have really long hair, as you may be aware, and he started pulling my brother's hair.
The story of Henry Nowak is not simply a story about a murder. It is a story about a young man whose future was stolen, a family left devastated, a criminal convicted by a jury, and questions that continue to be asked long after the trial ended. More than anything, it is the story of an 18-year-old student who should still be alive today. Never forgotten.
Now, let's go to the family Southampton Crown Court.
I am Henry Nowak's father. To my left is my daughter Olivia Nowak, Henry's older sister, and to her left is Lucy Ross, Henry's Nowak's mother. The jury confirmed what we've always known. Henry's life was taken from him unlawfully, violently, and without justification. Henry was 18 years old. He was kind, ambitious, loved and full of promise. He had his whole life ahead of him, a degree to finish, places to see and a future to build. That future was stolen from him and no verdict or sentence will ever give it back. Henry did nothing wrong. He was one of the kindest, friendliest and most inclusive people you could ever hope to meet. He was amazing in every way. On the 3rd of December last year, Henry was walking home from a night out with his university football teammates when he encountered Vikram Digwa, a man openly carrying a large knife on the streets of Britain. That knife was used to take Henry's life. He should have been safe walking home. Instead, he became another young life lost to the brutal reality of knife crime in this country. Henry had been stabbed multiple times, and as his chest filled with blood, he tried to escape. He was chased, abused, and filmed by Vikram Digwa and others. When police arrived, Henry was lying on the floor, barely able to sit up and plainly in severe medical distress. With his final words, he told officers that he could not breathe. He told them he had been stabbed. In fact, Henry told officers that he could not breathe 9 times. He told them he had been stabbed 4 times. The response from one officer was, "I don't think you have, mate." The police have said they were misled by the murderer and that the scene when they arrived was complex. Unfortunately, it seems to us the truth is much simpler. The police were told by our son himself and by a member of the public who called 999 that they heard someone shout that they had been stabbed. But the police did not believe them. Henry was pulled across the gravel, his hands forced behind his back, and he was placed in handcuffs. Instead of being treated as a dying victim, police formally arrested Henry for assault and read him his rights. That was the last thing he heard. Henry did not die with dignity. He did not die with the care he deserved. He lost consciousness before anyone believed him. Let me be absolutely clear. We hold Vikram Digwa solely and 100% responsible for the brutal murder of our son. But Henry should not have died on the streets of Southampton in police custody. The way he was treated was inhumane and degrading. His murderer, however, was afforded decency. He was believed. He was not handcuffed when arrested. He was not handcuffed when transported to the police station. As far as we understand, he was never handcuffed at all. And, as Vikram Digwa himself told the court, whilst under arrest for Henry's murder, police even took him to the kitchen so he could choose his food. The contrast is unbearable. We believe the officers involved remain on duty, although we understand some may have since resigned. One was allowed to leave the force before she had given an account to the Independent Office of Police Conduct of what happened that evening. The IOPC investigation remains ongoing. Whilst we await its final report, we are calling on the Home Secretary to ensure that the IOPC has the resources, authority and independence it needs to conduct a full, fearless and transparent investigation. Our families should not have to fight for the truth anymore. Despite the shocking actions of the police on that fatal night, the murder investigation was very different. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Senior Investigating Officer DCI Rebecca Bartholomew, the Serious Crime Team, and particular officer in the case, Claire Proctor. We would also like to thank our incredible family liaison officers, Sarah Page and Trudy May, for their diligence, professionalism and compassion throughout this investigation. We would also like to thank the CPS, as well as Nick Lobenberg, KC, and Neil King for their outstanding advocacy skills in prosecuting this case. In our darkest period of our lives, knowing that people were fighting tirelessly for Henry gave us strength. They secured justice for our son, and for that, our family will be forever grateful. For us, there is no closure. There is no moment where the pain stops. There is no moment where the Henry-shaped hole in our family is filled. We will carry this grief every single day for the rest of our lives. But today matters. Today, Henry was believed. The truth has been recognized. Today, justice, in the eyes of the law, has been served. But justice alone is not enough. We want to use Henry's heartbreaking story to make change for the better. We do not want his death to be used to create further division, hatred, or tension. We want his story to make our streets safer for everyone. That is why we are calling on the government to treat knife crime as the national emergency that it is. We need real solutions. We need investment in prevention. We need stronger action on the sale, the ownership and carrying of all knives. And as this case so painfully demonstrates, we need common sense applied to our laws. This doesn't mean knee-jerk reactions. This doesn't mean going to extremes. It just means a common sense approach to law and order. As the case C for the prosecution summed up in court, this is not a case about Sikhism. This is not a case about racism. This is a case about murder. People should not be able to walk openly through the streets of Britain carrying a 21-centimetre blade. As a family, we will not let this go. No other family should experience the heartbreak and horror of losing a child to knife crime. Finally, I want Henry to know, wherever he is, we are so proud of him and we love him beyond words. Thank you.